room, and we just happened to have the TV on, and I look at the TV and I'm like, that's Theo Harris over there. So it was good to see the brother uh, on TV. So without further ado, we're gonna let Theo Harris tell us what he's been doing. And Theo, for those people who are listening who don't know your story, give them a brief synopsis of who you are, where you've been, and just update us.
Well, first of all, I want to say how excited I am about Kanemu. And when I got the news, man, it was like I just rejoiced, man. And because the brother has been struggling for years to get the fight finished, man. And Kanemu, you hung in there. It paid off, brother. Now you're getting ready to step out into a new life. You're getting ready to make a difference out here. And I just want to tell you that we're all waiting for you, brother. And all you got to do is get out here. And the rest is, you don't need any words to describe what you're going to do. So with that, I want to say I'm glad to be back after such a long time away. I work in New York City. I'm the outreach coordinator for the Interfaith Center of New York. And my job is specifically to connect faith-based institutions and communities with returning citizens, men and women who are returning back to the community, specifically in Harlem, to get them provide a welcoming presence for these men and women. So many times these men and women come home and they're ostracized and they're stigmatized, and we feel that we want to change the complexion of that. We have to make a difference. We have to say welcome back. And I've been busy. I've been doing my work at the Interfaith Center. I'm in an off-Broadway musical, Alive, Vi Higginson production. Vi Higginson was the writer and producer of the hit play Mama, I Want to Sing. And we're coming back for our third season this October. As a matter of fact, it will be 60 Minutes. We'll be on 60 Minutes in October. So I just been God has been blessing me. My story, most of you know. I come from where you come from, behind the wall. I spent 40 years in prison on the installment plan, and I have 7 felony convictions. And I'm a perfect example of what can happen if you just hang in there. And I just want to I want to encourage all you brothers that no matter how dark it may look, just hang in there and do the right thing. Prepare yourself for the streets, because you have to have something to offer. You can't just come out here and expect somebody to just hand you something. So take advantage of the programs that are in there, and you can step out a little more prepared. And it's not going to be easy, but we're here to help.
Theo, I remember, weren't we at Easton? Were we at Easton? Because you used to sing.
Yeah.
Was it at Easton or Sing Sing?
Sing Sing.
Okay, now Theo Harris used to be one of those guys that every time you had a festival, they had the soul singers up there. And Theo and his crew, they used to sing and they used to croon, and all everybody's wives and girlfriends like, oh, those guys could sing. But what it proves, and I just want to piggyback on what Theo was saying, is that the same skills that he was honing, I think I said that right?
Honing.
Mm-hmm. While he was inside, is the same skill that put him in the limelight, is it not? Because you did a lot of work, man.
Absolutely.
In singing in those groups, and did you ever think while you were singing in those festivals and in those talent shows in the penitentiary all those years that you would actually be in a Broadway play, or off-Broadway play?
Absolutely not, man. It's just a blessing. I'm so grateful today. You know, I give uh, all the glory to God. You know, and I can't take any credit for that, Ernest. Singing was what I did, but I want to point out now. You know that was a side thing. You know, because my thing is academics.
Right.
You know, my thing is getting that paper. So the credentials, man. So you can sell yourself.
Exactly.
You know, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm just stating a fact when I say that I earned a bachelor's degree from Syracuse University, that I earned a master's degree from University of Buffalo, and I earned a master's degree from New York Theological Seminary, all while serving time.
Right.
So when I came out, I was more than prepared, you know, academically.
Mm-hmm.
But that still wasn't enough. You know, Ernest, you remember for a long time, I was struggling trying to find a job.
Right.
So even with the credentials, you know.
And we tell guys that all the time.
Yeah. You know.
We tell guys that all the time. You know, just because you have the credentials, that only qualifies you to talk about getting a job. It doesn't actually get you the job.
That's right. That's right. So I just want to say, also, my CD came out.
Okay.
I signed. I'm a recording artist with Tate Music Group.
Okay.
My CD is called "Blessed and Highly Favored," from prison to praise.
Okay.
And
same as your book. Same title as your book.
My book is "Blessed and Highly Favored: Memoirs of a Multiple Felon."
Okay.
But this CD is songs that I wrote in prison.
Mm-hmm.
All but 2 songs I wrote in prison, and it's called "Blessed and Highly Favored: From Prison to Praise."
Okay.
And
so is it a gospel?
Yeah, I have a track. You want?
Sure, let's
you want
play
me?
it.
Okay. I mean, you want me to sing it?
Wait, listen, you can sing it.
Yeah.
We could play it. You can sing it while we play it. Whatever you want to do.
No,
Choice is yours.
Track. I brought some material for you. This is a live CD, but
okay.
I'm just showing you that.
Okay. Well, one of the things that we enjoy doing on Voices Beyond the Wall, Theo, as you know, is we like to celebrate when good fortune comes to those who have been where we've been.
Right.
Because one of the things that we feel is extremely necessary on Voices Beyond the Wall, we need to show the other side of this crime and punishment equation, because there is no short supply on stories and situations where people go back to jail, people do the wrong thing that have come out. There's no short supply of that information.
Right.
But the information that we want to do, we want to show the success stories. And every time somebody is given the opportunity to get a second chance, like Kanemo, someone who is on TV or has written a book like yourself, has completed a CD. We got to put around about 3 letters next to your name. Academic, author,
recording
singer,
artist.
recording artist.
Yeah,
there might be more, but these are the things that we enjoy putting out there.
That's the track.
Is there any particular track?
That's only one, but let me give you some background on that, Ernest, because this is this is off my CD.
Okay.
But it was sent to me by Timmy Scribby Hunter. Now Timmy Scribby was in Fishkill.
Okay, is he still there?
No.
Okay.
Tim he came out before I did.
Okay.
But he went on to sing with Atlantic Star.
Okay.
Right? So he sent me the music to this and said, "Here, man, write the lyrics.
Right.
Whatever you feel.
Right.
Right? Do your thing."
Right.
And it,
while you were inside?
No, while I was outside.
Okay.
Before, when I and this was the demo that I sent to the recording to the publisher. I mean the recording company.
Right.
That signed me. This was the demo I sent them, and they sent me a contract immediately after they heard it. So I want to say that this song, listen, everybody that's listening to this song can relate to this song, and it's called "A Heavenly Love."
Okay, So we're gonna play a Heavenly Love.
And I'm going to sing it live.
Okay, you gonna sing while it's on?
It's just,
This is the track.
Just the track.
Okay. All right, now here, take the headphones and let me know that the sound is good for you, because the mic might be too high and then it might distort.
Okay.
So let me know. I'm gonna put the track on. All right, you guys and girls are in for an exclusive. And Judy, we do have your information, and when we get in a few minutes, we're going to relay the information that you had sent to Kathy. We will not forget. All right, so let's put the track on, and let's get some music up in this piece.
This is a time when I almost spent a lifetime in prison. And I almost died in prison. And I needed a miracle. So I fell down on my knees. And that's when it happened. A special kind of love came from up above and touched me in my darkest hour, when I truly didn't have the power to pull through. But God's love is true, so true. He made my life new. He can do the same for you. Leave the pain behind. Seek and you will find a love unlike you've never known. No longer will you be alone. God said so. So don't tell him no.
Don't you tell him no.
Oh no.
Don't you tell him no.
Just trust and let go, and let his love flow. It's heavenly,
Heavenly.
wait and see
Wait and see
what love can be.
what love can be.
For you and me, it's straight from above,
Straight heaven.
a heavenly love, so heavenly. Yes, all I had to do, I came to find, was accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And when I did that, everything changed. And it seemed like God opened the windows of heaven and rained down his blessings. Love sent down from heaven,
Love sent down
for you and me. Love sent down from heaven,
Love sent down
so heavenly. Love sent down from heaven
Love sent down from
can only be a heavenly love. Love sent down from heaven
Love sent down
for you and me. Love sent down from heaven,
Love sent down
it's so heavenly. Love sent down from heaven can only be a heavenly love. You must do your part. Open up your heart. All you have to say is yes.
Yes.
And he will do the rest. Yes, you'll be truly blessed. Straight from above, he'll send a heavenly love.
Okay, that is blessed and highly. That is a heavenly love from Theo Harris's newly released Blessed and Highly Favored from Prison to Praise. And you heard it live on VKR-FM, Voices Beyond the Wall. That was great, Theo.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you.
Tell us more about it.
Well, this is something that's close to my heart, man, because you said it all. You know, when we had the festivals and you know, we had the Matthew Burke. You remember Matthew Burke?
Matthew Burke.
Well,
yep.
Matthew's in the. You see Matthew in the play.
Well, I'm not surprised.
on the cover.
I'm not surprised that he's there.
Yeah, you see him.
Preacher.
You see him right there standing next to me.
Yeah, preacher.
Yeah.
That's your man there.
Yeah. I matter of fact, I called him when they had the auditions for this, man.
Uh-huh.
So he's in it with me, man.
Wow.
So I like to, spread the glory, spread the love, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
So he was in the play also.
He's in it. Yeah, he's
Okay,
in
good.
it, man. Matter of fact, he just sang at the Apollo last Wednesday.
Okay.
Representing the play.
Okay.
So
yeah, he's a heck of a singer. Both of you guys are
yeah,
great singers.
Yeah. So it was.
And your wife is in it also.
My wife is in it. Isn't that a blessing, man?
Yeah,
So it's just awesome, man. I'm so grateful though, Ernest. But you got to put the work in, man.
Yeah.
You
no
know,
doubt.
and you can't just sit back and wait for people to do things for you.
That's right.
You know, we will help you.
Right, but you
But-
got to help yourself. God
Yeah.
helps those who help themselves.
Yeah, you know, and it's you see it's so sad, man, when people come out of prison and they expect you to hand them, they don't want to put the work in out there.
Right.
You know, they don't want to. You tell them what they have to do. You know, you've seen it yourself. You know, you tell guys, man, well, you have to go here and do this.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go. You know, you have to put the work in. Out here too.
Right. Well, we were talking about that earlier. I don't know whether you heard the show earlier because this issue of parole is something that's always talked about on the show, and in particular when I go into Green Haven at the group that I meet with every month, Project Build, and there's a lot of people who are there that say, this issue with parole, blah blah blah, and the first thing I ask them is, did you appeal your denial? And when we get into the nitty gritty of it, then it's always, well, I didn't do this. But you don't win the fight by stopping halfway. You have to keep going. You have to prepare yourself, and you can't expect others to do it for you. And this is where a lot of people who are inside the penitentiary, they just don't understand.
Right.
Everything requires a whole lot of work.
If you don't
and sacrifice.
If you don't take an interest in your own case,
Exactly.
then why should someone else?
Exactly.
So you have to be in that law library just like the person who's working on it for you, or who's putting the work in. You got to read up on your case.
Exactly.
You have to know about your case, because every case is different.
Exactly.
And that's what they told us all the time, man. We see something and we latch right. Oh, that's my case. That's my case right there, man. Yeah, all right. But and the old timers, man, they tell you, man, come on, don't.
Yeah, you got a
can't.
different set of
Yeah,
circumstances.
it's not the same case, but I want to just encourage, man. I want to encourage the brothers, men, and sisters, man, that people out here are willing and able to help them.
Right.
And
But you got to have your act together.
yeah,
You
know,
gotta have your act
and
together.
even if you don't, we'll still, even if you need a kick in the butt, so to speak. We'll do that too, but but we won't stop working for you, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all about sharing it, man.
So
Giving it back.
tell us about what you do with your job. How long you been working at this new place here?
Oh, I've been with the Interfaith Center. Matter of fact, I just started my vacation today, man.
Really?
Yeah, man. I've been there a year, and I just started a much needed vacation today, a 3-week vacation, man.
Okay, so what are some of your responsibilities?
Well, I have to get churches and mosques and faith-based communities to come up with programs to support reentry.
Oh, okay.
Like for instance, we just started. We're in partnership with the Harlem Community Justice Center, and they just started with a speakers training for men that want to be able to tell their story effectively.
Right.
And this is an awesome program, man, because we have men and women in there who've all been in prison, and they're getting the professional speakers training. And when they finish, they're going to get help in getting bookings and to go out and tell their story. They're going to get paid to tell their stories.
So they basically train them to become public speakers,
motivational speakers. Yeah.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah,
good.
Eddie, whatchamacallit? What is the name? You know him. He's in it. What's his name? Eddie. What do we call him? I forget his last name, but you know him.
Oh, Chico?
Yeah.
Chico, Eddie Cordaro.
He's in it. He's
Okay,
in the
good,
class.
Good.
Yeah, he's in the class.
And who does this class here?
Harlem Community Justice Center.
Okay, that's a good thing because that was one of the things that I always had on the agenda, to be able to go out and speak and tell the story and motivate, because that's very important.
Right. Well, I do that. I get paid for speaking too. But I have the added advantage of having a book.
Exactly.
And a CD.
See, and I've read up on motivational speakers.
Yeah.
And that is basically the prerequisite of being looked upon as credible. Because when you come in and say, well, I'm a public speaker, they say, well, where's your book at?
Right.
And if you don't have a book, then you 50% not there yet.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, I was blown away, Ernest. My book has been out over 2 years now.
Right.
And it's been getting some traction, a lot of traction. And I noticed, I went online to just to see. I went to Amazon.com, and when you pull up my book, Michelle Alexander's book comes up.
Okay.
So it says that people that bought this book also bought this book.
Right,
and if you go to Michelle Alexander's book and mine will come up and say people that bought this book also bought this book. So just to be in the same class as Michelle Alexander, because she started a whole movement.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
So,
but that's good though. That's good. And it just goes to show what we can accomplish.
Yes. And it's not hard to talk about something that you're passionate about, and I have to be passionate about this because my past is my testimony now, and everybody has a story. Everybody has a story, and no one can tell that story like you, and no one can tell that story but you. So no matter what you think, or even if you don't have a book, you still have a story, and you never know who you can motivate or who you can stimulate mentally concerning this criminal justice system that keeps us in bondage, and don't. My goal is to reach the young people. My goal is to reach as many young people as possible because they are the next generation. And as a matter of fact, I just went into Goshen Residential Center 2 weeks ago and did a program. That's a lockdown facility for juveniles, and I went in there and did a program with Curtis Blow.
Okay.
Yeah, so me and Curtis Blow went in there and did something together.
Okay, that's. So what did you guys do?
Well, we did Curtis. Curtis is a minister now.
Yeah.
So Curtis, he still does his hip hop. But it's geared towards. Well, he does his old, he runs through his these are the breaks and all that stuff. But he also has material geared towards redemption.
Right.
He has some rap material geared toward redemption. Mm-hmm. But then he invited me to do the show with him.
Okay.
So when he introduced me, of course, I told my story. And then I sang a couple of songs off my CD. Mm-hmm. But these are young kids, Ernest.
Right.
These are 16 and 17-year-old kids who have life, man. Some of them have life, man.
In Goshen.
Yeah, in Goshen. But it was amazing, man. You can tell. You know what I'm talking about. You can tell when you make a connection.
Right.
You can look at a person in the eye as you're talking, and you're making a connection.
No doubt.
And it was a powerful evening that night, man. Them kids, man, just to see Curtis Blow. Curtis is a legend, man.
Yeah.
So he's in, they just started this hip hop museum.
Uh-huh.
They gave him an award, and he's in that, and, but Curtis has always been a close friend of mine. Uh-huh. We grew up together. Mm-hmm. So I'm just blessed to have been able to have that experience.
Well, what you're doing is very positive, because it's important, man, to go back into the prisons, and in this case here, you're going to the reformatories, the youth reformatories, and talking to those youth who are still inside, because the bottom line is that there's not enough hope for people who are inside. People who are inside, as we all know, and I'm just gonna preach to the choir a little bit.
Yeah.
The only thing that we hear is how terrible we are, what we have done, how society is never going to give us a chance, and how messed up we did in handling our lives. What's important is for somebody who has walked the same walk and who has made the same mistakes as they have made, come back and say, you know what? There's another chance. You don't have to give up.
And show by example. Yeah.
See, what you're doing is very important. And I can't emphasize it enough on this show to have the men and women who are listening to this show prepared to do just that, because everybody wants to say, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to work with the kids. But you know what? Guess what? I'm going to tell you something straight up. A lot of these agencies where these kids are in the public arena, they're not going to let you go in and work with those kids, because they have these rules about people who have records working with kids. So the kids that you may have the opportunity to work with are kids who are already or about to go on that path to go into the reformatories or the prison system. And these are the kids that only someone who has been there before can actually talk to and speak their language and reach.
It's hard to reach a kid, man, because first of all, a kid has to respect you.
Right.
You're not going to just talk. Anybody is not going to walk up and get this the attention of these kids today.
Exactly.
They have to know that you're talking about something that you know, and they have to know that you came from somewhere that you're talking about.
That's right.
And if you can't do that, then don't even approach them. So
it's about credibility.
It's a credibility
That's
thing,
what it's
man.
about.
But it's about respect.
Mm-hmm.
It's about respect.
Right.
So I just want to say again, I can't say enough how important it is to prepare yourself for release, because Ernest, people all inside, man, I can't wait till I hit the street. Yeah, okay. So
then what?
Yeah. Now you can't wait. All right. Bang. You're in the street.
Now what?
Now what?
Yeah.
Now go pay that light bill.
Yeah.
And go grocery shopping.
Yeah. Go get a job.
Yeah. Pay that rent. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? This the reality, man.
Yeah.
They don't think past that.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we need to talk about, and we do talk about on Voices Beyond the Wall, like the realities of what happens when you get out.
Yeah.
Because everybody could sugarcoat it, and like I said on many occasions on the show, when I was in Sing Sing, and those men who got out before I did, and they had the opportunity to come in and speak to the groups of people, they always made it sound like it was hunky-dory out there. They came in with their suits on and their brand new watches and said, yeah, this, I'm doing good, blah, 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 blah. But what that did was it prepared us to be disappointed when we got out. Because if you don't talk about the struggles that happen, then you're not really giving an accurate account of what happens once you're released.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, in prison, and I'm preaching to the choir. In prison,
sometimes you gotta preach to the choir.
We have a tendency to create the ideal in our mind. We have the tendency to project how it's going to be, and we're daydreaming, man. We're just in our bunk. Laying on our bed daydreaming, exactly. But we're seeing ourselves in a place that we haven't prepared ourselves for.
Exactly.
So it's nothing but a dream.
That's right.
It's
not a dream. It's only a dream until you get there.
Yeah. So, again, man, it's all about preparation.
Yep. And one of the best things that we were able to talk about today was the release of, or not the release, the granting of parole, of Kanemo.
Yes, sir.
And for the longest, I think that I've been doing this show for 5 years. We talked about Kanemo, and 5 years coming, it was just good to get that phone call, because I got a phone call from Benny, and Benny said, listen, sit down. And I'm like, damn, sit down. What, you gonna tell me some horrible news or something? And he said, yo, the brother's coming home. I was like, oh,
yeah,
man.
That's who I got it from, Benny. But you know what, Ernest? Now, it's funny we're talking about that, because here's my book, right?
Uh-huh.
And here's my book.
Uh-huh.
And I have a photograph section in my book, and who's the last photograph on there with me?
Yeah, you got Kanemo and you got Nigel Lawrence. Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
That's my man.
This is in 2011.
That's right. That's at the Hudson Link graduation, man, when I came in, But I was always ready and willing to write that letter, man. Yeah. And I couldn't praise Kanemu enough, man, because of that brother. If he's not ready, then ain't nobody ready.
That's right.
So who's going to he's going to walk into a job.
That's right.
Liz Gaines is going to have.
That's right.
That's Liz's.
Yeah. And you know what, he should, because a lot of people don't know this, but the family centers that you see in Sing Sing and you see in Fishkills, Kanemo
started
single-handedly, basically built those.
That's right.
That family center that's in Sing Sing
and Fishkill,
Kanemo was the backbone of that family center.
That's right.
And in Fishkill, Kanemo built that.
That's right.
It couldn't happen without him.
That's right.
So, and this is something that we rarely mention, because, the brother's done so much.
He's so humble.
Right. He's done so much. Come to think of it, people bring their children into this big area where it's safe and these kids could play with their families and forget that part of, and that those two areas there that Kanemo has touched and has supervised. they have a certain standard because of that man.
Absolutely, man.
You know?
So I'm just waiting, man. I can't wait. Does he have a date yet, Ernest?
Yeah, he has a date. So, but
okay.
you know.
Yeah. It's well, you know, I'll be in touch with him.
Okay.
You know, and I know you're listening, Kanemu.
Yeah.
So you could be in touch with me too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he has a date, but I don't know if
yeah.
you want me to say anything. But
yeah.
You know, you want to make these announcements?
No, you can make them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is this? The Mama? Is that
the Mama Foundation?
Oh, the musical concerts, and is that it?
Well, see, it's the Mama Foundation. They have a school in Harlem, and they promote black theater.
Okay.
Now, if you remember, Vi Higginson, I don't know if you know the name.
Yeah.
But Vi Higginson wrote and produced. She's the first black DJ on BLS with Frankie Crocker.
Right.
But she is the writer and producer with her husband of the longest running black musical in American history. Mama, I Wanna Sing.
Okay, I remember that.
So this is her production. This is her latest production. Okay. And so it's called Alive. It's called Alive, 55 and Kicking. And what is so unique about this musical is that everybody that you see on that flyer, they're telling their real story.
Right.
They're telling their real story. It's not fiction.
Right.
So everybody there went through something, man.
Struggles.
Something.
Life struggles.
Like when I come out on the stage, before I sing my song, I talk about 40 years in prison. I talk about that. And I talk about my wife and how I met my wife in prison. And then a hush goes over the audience, man. It's amazing. And you know,
they can't even fathom.
They can't, man. Every time I say 40 years, you can hear hear the gasp, right? And then I talk about meeting my wife and thinking about my wife in prison and how I used to think about her. And then I go into the song. And the song is appropriate to the narrative.
Right.
But the clincher is near the end of the song, my wife comes out on the stage, man. You know, right. so it's amazing, and that's just one of the stories of the cast. But they have a talented cast, man. So it's called Alive for the families, for the families who can make this play. You can promote it. You tell them about it.
Okay, and this is at the Dempsey Theater, which is at 127 West 127th Street in Harlem, between Lenox and 7th Avenue. The play, as Theo had mentioned, is called Alive, and the fall.
Bless you.
Excuse me. 2014 schedule. Is basically every Saturday at 2 p.m. on the following dates: October 4th, October 18th, November 1st, November 15th, and November 22nd. Front orchestra seats are $45. General seating is $35. All seniors are $30. Groups of 10 or more, the price for them is $30. And this is, as Theo had mentioned, this is a song about people who are 55 and over, who have walked a challenging road in life, and they get the opportunity to tell their stories. And they're still people who are warriors. They prevailed that gauntlet that sometimes life puts down on us.
Yes.
And they're telling their stories. And Theo is telling our story. We may not have done 40 years, but the experiences that Theo has gone through, we can empathize. We understand. We know what it is to be locked up and have our loved ones outside and and worrying about us and worrying about them. So he basically tells our story in this particular production.
And
So-
also, I want the families to know that in October, this is going to they did a taping of 60 Minutes. So we were interviewed on 60 Minutes. Leslie Stahl from 60 Minutes, she came to the play. They had 60 Minutes cameras there. They taped it, and 60 Minutes, man, is big.
Right.
You
right,
know,
it is.
you got people, man, who try to get on 60 Minutes.
Right.
You know, because it's national. So
Okay, and for those of you who want to refer their family members to this information, what we're going to do is we're going to contact Sharice, because Sharice is on her way back upstate. And we'll put this on our Facebook page. We'll put all the relevant information for this play on our Facebook page. We'll put the dates, the times, and a little synopsis of what the play is about. So if your family would like to go to see this play, this week we will have the information posted on our Facebook site. So have your friends and family go there, and they can get this information. You don't have to worry about getting it now, but if you want to, if you just happen to have a pen and paper in your hand, the name of the production is called Alive, and
tickets are available now.
Tickets are available now. It's at the Dempsey Center, the Dempsey Theater, 127 West 127th Street in Harlem, between Lenox and 7th Avenue. All shows are on Saturday at 2 p.m., and the schedule is as follows: October 4th, October 18th, November 1st, November 15th, and November 22nd.
Give them the phone number, too.
And the phone number is 212-280-1045. Again, that phone number is 212-280-1045.
Tickets are available
And
now.
tickets are available right now. And if you want to go to the website, it's mamafoundation.org. That's mamafoundation.org. And the tickets are reasonably priced. None of the tickets are over $45. If you want the front section, that's $45. Groups of 10 or more is $30, and general seating is $35. Come and see this play about people who have gone through struggles in life and who have prevailed. But most of all, come to see one of ours, Theo Harris.
And Matthew Burke.
That's right, preacher. Talk about their struggles, and their struggles reflect the struggles that we have gone through, and some of us, unfortunately, the struggles that we are still going through, going to the parole board, doing that prison bid. So support these brothers, support the production, and just have your families go
Have a
back
good time.
and have a good time.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good thing.
We've been doing this. This is our third season, man.
Okay.
We've been getting so much publicity, man. So much traction.
So is this third year? Is this
third season. Second year.
Okay.
But the seasons are broken up into sets of four-month periods.
Okay,
but
cool.
second year, but our third season.
Okay.
But I mean, we've had in the audience, man. You wouldn't believe who we've had. Whitney Houston's mother in the audience, man, and there's a girl in the musical who sings Whitney Houston's song.
Wow.
So can you imagine? Now the girl who sings her song is talking about her losing her son. Her son died. You know, and so she sings, "And I Will Always Love You." But the night that Sissy Houston was in the audience, look at the dynamic, man. Here's a woman singing about her son who died to a woman who lost her daughter, and she's singing her daughter's song.
Wow.
You know, so you can't get more powerful than that.
Tell us about some of the other cast members and some of the testimonies.
Well,
that
let me say this, man. You'll be amazed at the age range. It says 55 plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
The oldest member of the cast is 75 years old, man.
Wow.
And his name is Matthew Brown.
Okay.
And the next oldest is 67 years old, right? But they have amazing stories. Matthew Brown tells about being an alcoholic at 16.
Wow.
Right? Being an alcoholic in Harlem at 16, and he says, and then I was 50.
Like he just his whole
he
life
lost.
just, right.
Yeah, he says I was 16 and an alcoholic, and then I was 50.
Wow.
And everybody in the audience says, wow, you know, and he was illiterate. He could not read. You know, he went back to school. You know, he's won essay contests. He's won poetry. It's amazing, man. Some of the testimonies in the play.
And this is exactly what our family members need to see.
Yeah.
They need to see, they need to hear the testimony in an entertainment package of how people struggle in life and how they prevail, how they get up. It's not what happens to you in life, it's how you handle it, how you get up. And it just sounds like this is what this production is all about. And this is stories
and it's
that
not
need to be
it's
told.
not it's gospel and R&B.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's going to appeal to everybody, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to hear songs that you know. You know, you're going to be able to sing along. You're going to be able to dance in the aisles, man. I mean, it's an uplifting show, man. You know, and Ernest, I expect you to come and see it, man.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, which one of these are we going?
Yeah.
Kathy and I going to?
Yeah, man. Oh, I want to say hi to Kathy.
Yeah.
I forgot that Kathy was out there doing her behind the scenes work.
Yeah.
You know, she's dedicated.
Yeah,
and I just want to say hi. I know it's been a long time, you know, but I have been extremely busy, Ernest.
Well,
man.
it's nothing wrong with being busy. It's everything good with being busy, long as you are producing and you moving forward with your life, and that's what this is about. And we really appreciate you coming into the station.
Well, you know,
and sharing.
I'm telling. I want you to know that I turned you on in my car at 3:00, and I'm driving, and I heard that your guest was not here.
Yeah.
Right? So I said, well, he needs a guest, man. So let me go and support my brother, man.
Because when the guy called, Kathy was like, well, you know, you want me to come? I said, babe, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. I know you got something to do, but that's how a trooper is. She's like, you know, I just put this stuff to the side because if you need me, I'm going to be there.
Right.
I said, baby, it's going to be all right.
Yes.
Because I'm a sincere believer that everything is going to happen.
And it happens for a reason.
It happens for a reason, and everything is going to be all right.
Yeah.
I sincerely believe that.
Yeah.
And, you know, sure enough, because I believe that what we're doing here is not just what we're doing here, but it's what God intends for us to do here.
Yeah.
So nothing could ever go wrong with what we're doing here, because everything is done with a pure heart.
Absolutely.
Somebody had to be here. Somebody's here. Somebody had to come in and fill up space. Somebody came.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
And it's always all right.
That's right.
And, you know, that's why I told her, I said, you know, don't worry about it, baby. It's going to be all right.
Yeah, it's right. It's just, and, can I just say, I want to give a shout out to my man, Aaron Talley, man. I know Aaron, I haven't wrote in a while, man, but I've been busy, brother. And I'm gonna get to you, but you know that you're in my heart, man. You're in my mind. And I heard from Louis Manuel, and he's doing well. He's in his new facility, so I'm going to touch base with him. We could, you know, Ernest, I didn't know something, man.
What's that?
In the feds. You know, I'm communicating with an old friend of mine through email.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What?
Oh, man.
Core links.
Yeah.
We do a lot of our business is done with the federal guys with core links.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing. Like, I don't know why they don't have it. Well, they don't. They
Well, you know,
they're scared
man,
to have
they-
anything in New York.
As soon as
or
they hear
anyplace
the,
else.
as soon as they hear the word computer, man,
Right,
they
they
think
just
you
buckle
can
down.
you can magically do stuff or something, you know. But,
Let me real quick. Let me just deviate because Judy had sent an announcement, and I want to get this announcement made. And this message is from Judy, who is the Westchester coordinator, for an upcoming event called Candles for Clemency. The Jim Owl Liberal Democratic Club is organizing this event. It is being held on Saturday, September 6, 2014 at 7 p.m. in Mount Kisco, New York. This event is to encourage Governor Cuomo to begin to grant clemency to those inmates in our prison system. This will be a peaceful vigil in front of the governor's home. Following this vigil, there will be speakers in a nearby area in Mount Kisco. Free buses will be leaving at 6 p.m. from 10th Avenue between 16th and 17th Street. These same buses will be leaving Mount Kisco approximately at 10 p.m. and returning to Manhattan at the same location where they departed. For questions, email Jim Owls, that's JIMOWLES @gmail.com. Okay, so apparently there is Candles for Clemency vigil that's going to be outside of the governor's home for him to, I'm assuming, to begin to grant clemency for some men and women who are deserving from New York prison system. And for more information, you can email Jim Owls, who is at gmail.com. That's JIM, Jim Owls, OWLES @gmail.com. And this event will take place on Saturday, September 6th at 7 p.m. at Mount Kisco. There will be buses leaving at 6 o'clock from 10th Avenue between 16th and 17th Street. The buses will take those people who would like to participate on this in this vigil to Mount Kisco, and it will bring them back. They'll be back around about 10 o'clock. And that's from Judy. How are you, Judy? And thanks for the information. And we look forward to hearing what happened at this vigil, because we need to know. Okay.
We hope you get a good turnout.
We hope you get a good turnout, and let us know what happened, Judy.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of at a standstill for what do you normally do from here?
What we are probably going to do is we're just going to wrap up, because we have around about 45 more minutes.
Well, I can do one more song.
Okay.
So I can do one more song off of my
Let's
CD.
do it.
Matter of fact, I'm going to sing the title song of the CD.
Okay, I thought that was the title song. Though.
No, Heavenly Love.
Heavenly Love, that wasn't it?
What's the title?
I thought the title song was A Heavenly Love.
Turn it over. What's the name of the CD?
Oh, Blessed and Highly Favored. Okay, all right. Duh.
There you go. So that's number one.
Okay, number one.
Yeah, so I make it easy for you, man.
Cool.
Okay.
Make it easy for a brother. All right, let's get number one over here.
Blessed and highly favored.
All right. Let's get number one.
And this is going to appeal to everyone that's listening. It's really a testimony.
Okay, so let's hear Theo's live version of Blessed and Highly Favored from his newly released CD, Blessed and Highly Favored, From Prison to Praise. And this is Theo Harris.
sitting in a prison cell, seeing just how far I fell from everything that God had planned for me. Giving thought to long lost years brought me suddenly to tears, and longing for the way my life should be. It was then, to my surprise, that God opened up my eyes and showed me what He had in store for me. I would write about my life, about all the pain and strife, and that is when I really came to see that I am blessed and highly favored, a child of the King, grateful that God kept His hand on me. I am blessed and highly favored, and that is why I sing and testify in song so gratefully. So I took my pen in hand and could see God's master plan unfolding right before my very eyes. Now my life's an open book, and upon a closer look, I can see just why I had so many tries. God is using me today in a strong and mighty way. My past has now become my greatest gift. Now I travel, speak, and teach, and sometimes I even preach. And then I use my music to uplift. 'Cause I am blessed and highly favored, a child of the King, grateful that God kept His hand on me. I am blessed and highly favored, and that is why I sing and testify in song so gratefully. Yes, I am blessed and highly favored, a child of the King, grateful that God kept His hand on me. I am blessed and highly favored, and that is why I sing and testify in song so gratefully. I testify in song so gratefully. I'm blessed and highly favored. That's me.
Okay. Another one in the books. That's great. That was great, Theo. And while you were singing, I went to YouTube, and I see that YouTube has your book listed here, and it has your new CD out.
Yeah.
It has a 16-second piece here. I don't know what it says. Let's see what it says.
Do you think that you control the things in which
This is an
you
advertisement
have no
for Theo's
say?
CD.
Like having put into the breath.
Okay.
There should be, you see, type in blessed and highly favored. You see?
That's what I put.
No,
Okay,
look under the CD.
Okay, this one here?
No, under the CD.
Okay, right here, the
There,
book.
Is that mine?
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
click
the
on
book.
that.
Okay.
That's a commercial too.
Okay, let's see what this one here says. This is from the book. Blessed.
Theo Harris, a 7-time felon, is no stranger to the criminal justice system, having spent most of his life in and out of prison as the result of an ongoing battle with substance abuse. Theo writes about his life in Blessed and Highly Favored.
Okay, so if anybody is looking for either the CD or the book, if any family members or anybody who's out there is looking for Theo Harris's book or CD,
have them go to Tate Publishing.
Okay, you can go to tatepublishing.com. Or if you don't remember that, you can put it up on YouTube. Blessed and Highly Favored, Theo Harris. It'll come up. He has several entries on YouTube. You can hear him sing. He has the book signing, book and CD signing event, and he's also singing Luther Vandross, one of Luther Vandross' songs, or "If Only for One Night." Is that what it is?
Is that what it said?
You got the purple suit on.
Okay.
Hold on, let's see what's Yes, this is it.
Let me hold you tight, if only for one night. Let me keep you near to ease away your fears. It would be so nice, if only for one night.
Oh well, no. One of the highlights of my singing career is when I sang on stage with Patti LaBelle.
And this is the song that you sang when you sang with Patti LaBelle?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. But she didn't sing. I was just singing to her.
Okay.
So it was an awesome experience, man.
Uh-huh.
But then we did something briefly together, but she just let me go.
Wow. She gave you the floor.
Yes.
Only for one night. Your eyes say things I never hear from you, and my knees are shaking too. But I'm willing to go through. I must be crazy, I'm standing in this space, but I'm feeling no disgrace for asking. Let me hold you tight, if only for one night. Let me keep you near to ease away your fear. It would be so nice, if only for one night. Yeah, if only for one night. I tell you what I need is of your love, my baby. Yeah. Just one night, oh, I'm asking, let me take you home. I wanna keep you safe and warm till the early dawn warms up to the sun. It would be so nice, if only for one night.
Where was this here song performed at?
Westbury Music Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been getting around, huh?
Yeah, but that's a while back though.
How'd you get into this one here?
Well, I jumped up on the stage.
Jumped
up on the stage
and grabbed that mic, right?
Man, listen. She said that she wanted 4 men that could sing.
Uh-oh.
And I took off like a
You ran up there, huh?
man. So The other three guys, it turned out they couldn't sing. They just wanted to get
they
up
just
there.
wanted to get up there with Patty.
But I
But you
could
tore it up,
yeah.
right? All right. All right. So that was Theo Harris. And if you go to YouTube, you'll see pictures of Theo Harris singing "If Only for One Night" with or two Patti LaBelle.
All right, and also if I wanted to just tell people, I have a website. You could go to my website. It's theoharris.tmgartist, artist.com. That's theoharris.tmgartist.com, and it'll bring up my website, and you can order my CD and my book from the website as well. So if you want to look at that, you could pull that up, Ernest.
What's that again?
theoharris.tmgartist.
Okay. Let me get another file.
Theo Harris. T as in Tom, M as in Marvin, G as in God, artist.
Theo Harris dot what?
tmgartist.com, ARTIST.
Theo Harris TMG. Okay. All right. Here we go. Is this it?
That's my
That's it?
That's
Okay.
my website.
Okay, it's a nice website too.
Yeah.
Very well put together. You got a picture of Theo Harris, the big name, artist and author. You really promoting yourself, huh?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good, man. That's good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, brother.
And you got some songs there too.
Yeah, they playing.
Okay, so you can go to Theo Harris's website and his songs will play. You got three of them, four of them. Yeah,
three of them. Yeah.
You Say No God, Remember the Cross, and Heavenly Love, which was sang
First.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful website. So go check it out. Theo Harris TMGartist.com. Beautiful. Okay. Let me deviate for a minute. We got a couple of shout outs. We have Melissa called and she wanted to give a shout out to her husband Anubis. She said she misses you and love you. And she also wanted to give a shout out to Brother Paul. Shaka at Green Haven. I think that we already mentioned, but if we didn't, let me mention it again. Shaka at Green Haven, baby girl, wanted to shout you out, and she said that she loved you. And Hershey at Downstate, your mother called and wanted to give you a shout out. She said, keep being strong, and she loves you, and she's proud of you. So Hershey, Anubis, and Shaka, you got shout outs. We apologize that we couldn't let your family member get on and personally give you the shout out. But as you know, our phone system is a little compromised right now, but we're doing the best that we can. Hopefully the next time we get on the air, that problem will be resolved and we can hear our family members and loved ones, and they could represent their own sentiments, and it won't have to go through a third party like myself. But getting back to Theo Harris's webpage, you know, I'm very impressed with Theo because, you know, first of all, hold on. First of all, you know, I'm looking at what Theo has up here, and I'm looking at his work, and he could have come home and he could have just put aside all of his dreams, and he could have just said, you know what, you know, maybe I just need to go work. But he is pursuing his God-given talent and his passion, and I'm very proud of you for doing that. And your work, your efforts are going to be it's going to be a blessing. It's going to pay off.
Yeah, it's already paying off, man. You know, every time I can testify and promote my story, I can promote my story, and if I can reach one, if I can reach one, it will have been worth it, Ernest. You know, I don't regret anything. Some things I would change if I had the opportunity in my past, but I certainly don't regret anything, because my past is my testimony now, and I had to go through what I went through in order to be the person that I am today. So I just hope that for those that are listening, I'm giving you something to grab onto, something for you to think about in terms of pursuing your dream, because dreams can come true, but you have to put the work in, and it's not something it's not something that's going to be given to you. I just want to say that again. It's not on a silver platter. Anything worth having is worth working for, and your freedom is just a piece of it. But how far can you go with freedom if you don't have the tools to maintain that freedom? So I'm hoping that my story and my testimony is encouraging someone and showing that dreams can come true.
You know, you're telling your story is encouraging to everyone, Theo, because nobody has an excuse. You said that part of your testimony is that you a 7-time felon. Most people are not 7-time felons. So if you could do what you've been doing and be successful, then not many people have excuses. And what really distinguishes you, and this is something I'm always going to keep in my head when I think of you, Theo, is you going to a concert and a superstar is on the stage and said, I want 3 men to come up here and sing. You seize the opportunity. And see, that's how you become successful. You didn't wait around and say, well, let me see what these other 2 guys are going to do. You ran up on the stage. And that is what needs to be done to get ahead.
That's right.
You can't wait. You got to run up there and you got to seize your opportunity. And from the look of your website, you've been doing that. And we're very proud of you, man.
Yeah. For
doing what you're doing, because you're representing the best of what could come after you serve time in New York.
And just like on the same note, when I heard about the auditions for the musical last year, I was driving in my car, and I heard I was driving to Harlem, and I heard that Vi Higginson was auditioning men and women 55 and over for her new musical, right? And I said, man, 55 and over. I said, that's me. I'm going to that, right? And I came back up here and I got all the information. And my wife said, well, what are you looking at? So I said, there's an audition Saturday in Harlem. I said, I don't know what you're going to do. but I'm going. You understand? So my wife, she hesitated, man. Yeah. She didn't go with me that first time. So I went to the audition. I auditioned for them. I told my story, because you have to have a story too.
Yeah, you have to have a compelling story.
You have to have a story. Yeah. So I told my story. I sang about 3 songs, pieces of 3 songs that they asked me to sing, and waited. And I got a call back, right? So when I got the call back, I said, look, to my wife, I said, I'm going down there for this call back. Do you want to come? They might still be auditioning. So sure enough, they was auditioning when I went in there. I sang another one, and then my wife said to me, should I go up? I said, you better go up. So she went up there, man, and she sang. The first time they heard her, she was in.
Right.
She didn't even get a call back. She was in that day.
You down.
Yeah.
We even got to think about that.
Yeah, my wife doesn't have the what's the confidence?
Right.
She doesn't have the confidence that I do.
Right.
I'm gonna make it happen, man.
Yeah, you have to. You don't have a choice.
Yes, man.
None of us have a choice now. We once you come out of that penitentiary, this is the thing that most people don't know. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice to sit around and wait. You have to take your opportunities. You got to make your opportunities because nobody's gonna help us, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
That's right.
And if you don't
you
go
sit
for
back
it,
and
listen, you sit back, it's gonna go right by you.
That's right. Because
know?
somebody gonna grab it.
That's right.
They're gonna grab you, and may not have the talent you have. May not have
That's
the
right.
potential. That could have been your job.
That's right. Because if you would have stepped up, you could have shined and you could have showed what you know.
Yeah. So, but it's it's just words of encouragement, man, for all the for everyone who's listening.
Well, we are so happy that you came in and that you shared your story with us and gave us an update on your success, because that's another thing that we love to do. We love to hear when what's happening to our
alumni.
Our alumni.
Really,
right.
that's what you is.
When you got out, you came here, you told us a story, and it's good to hear the progression.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Um,
Also, I want to leave that with you all. That CD.
Which one?
That right
This
there.
one?
That's yours.
Okay.
That's
And
yours.
You got the other ones.
Yeah, I need that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But that's yours.
Okay, cool. Because we
And-
could play this.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
can play this periodically.
Yes. All right. So.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it up in a few. But I do have a couple of letters. I got to say, for those of you who have been sending briefs to the station, I'm going to repeat it. Don't send briefs to the station. We had a lawyer on who was willing to answer questions that you had, but we've been getting men sending briefs in and asking for legal advice. That's not going to happen. If you have been sending them back, you'll be getting them returned to sender, because we never asked anyone to send briefs here. We specifically said that if someone had a legal question, Ben would answer it, but some people obviously want to be a little more aggressive. You're wasting your stamp money, because we don't do legal work here. We try to create an avenue where you can get legal questions asked, where you can have a lawyer who would be interested in hearing what you had to say. But to send a brief without any invitation to do so is not cool. And it's a waste of stamps, because that's not how the process goes. So for those of you who sent briefs in and these long legal letters, they will be returned to you, because that's something that we can't do. Okay. And Alex and Lori Torres, big shout out to you. I'm glad that you guys were listening. And I'm glad that you guys listened to Theo's song. That was a real big surprise for us today at Voices Beyond the Wall, because he came in at a good time, and you basically salvaged the show, because it would have been a little boring with me just giving news, and it's always good to hear an update on
I want to
people.
say, Ernest, man, I didn't want you to think, man, that I have forgot about you, man. We haven't
never
seen
that.
each other since how long, man?
I don't know.
Man, it's
I
been
don't. You know what? I don't think about things like that.
no,
because
but
I understand
but I
that-
do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do, but you get caught up with the business of doing your thing. And life gets in the way. So it's just busy, man. That's all it's been.
Well, nobody knows
Better than you.
how a busy life could impede on you or having communication with people.
Yeah.
My uncle called me today. I missed his call, and here it is. It's almost 6:00, and I haven't called my uncle back. And
Yeah.
let me see when he called me. He called me this morning at 10:44 a.m. So
You haven't got
that's
back?
how that is, and I got to get back to him. But
Yeah.
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I got letters that I haven't gotten back. One thing about me is that I may not get back, particularly people who write from the inside. I may not get to you immediately, but one thing you know for sure, I will answer your mail. Those people that I invite to.